law that rescinded the government's inability to do psychological warfare and propaganda campaigns against the American citizens. So since 2014, they have had carte blanche to run psychological warfare and propaganda operations on the American public. Very similar to what we were talking about they were doing in other countries, with Michael Aquino, and fear to keep people
right,
in that mentality, and keep people's minds confined.
Was that the NDA?
Hi, Aruba.
NDA?
The national, it was a thing signed on New Year's Eve.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that it's been the talk of the town by people that are actually trying to expose what's going on. There was this woman that was in charge of psychological operations, I believe, in like the Army or the Air Force, that came out. I posted a video on my Twitter where she's basically saying, exactly what I'm saying. And
Hi,
so
Andy.
anything that
Hey, Cactus. I'm sorry, Desert
see
Plant.
in the on the internet or in the media, we have to remember that law being rescinded. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about fear. That's how they keep people's minds controlled, is through fear. So if we realize that, then like this whole thing with the whole thing with the Ukraine and the nuclear power plant, and 4th of July, the 5th of July, it's coming down, it's gonna happen, and then nothing happens.
And they feed off that.
It's that loosh, bro.
The ebbs and flows of the
fear waves, bro. Yeah, the chaos, the pain, the suffering, the anxiety, the depression. And then, so I mean, think about it. Where the fuck did the murder hornets go?
Japan.
You know what I'm trying to say?
brought those up.
Yeah, like what the fuck happened with that?
Or those monkeys, but the monkeys that escaped.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Remember that?
Simian flu or whatever.
Yeah. Like what
Yeah,
happened
like
to
in
those
Pennsylvania or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Well,
Red
now,
Mama.
did you guys see what
Yeah.
happened
Hi,
in
Danny.
Louisiana last night?
With the mosquitoes?
No. We're talking about a chemical
The
explosion.
explosion. I saw that tweet you put out. That looked insane.
Yeah. So
Hi, Zero.
let's ask
What's
ourselves,
going on with all those?
what is going on with the train derailments and the chemical spills into the rivers, into the lakes? What's going on with things like East Palestine, Ohio, and putting that stuff in the air?
The rate at which these failures are not.
Oh yeah, dude. I
We
think
got
it's
some
chemical
real
warfare.
talk here, you
It's
guys.
just covert. It's nothing that can be connected to a government. It's plausible deniability. Oh, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just happened.
Failed,
I don't know what something just happened. Yeah, give me a break.
You'll never get the real report. It's not, especially a chemical fire like that.
Oh yeah, and dude, do you realize how bad that is? Like a chemical fire like that will affect that ecosystem for centuries to come, for millennia to
I was
come.
in Louisiana.
Yes. Now think about how close
Scary.
that is to fresh water supplies, to rivers, to lakes, to the ocean.
Do we know what kind of chemical plant it was?
I don't know.
They got multiple train derailments.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like what happened in Pennsylvania, then there's that barge on the Ohio River that was carrying all that all those chemicals. So to me it's very clear that something else is going on. And if you understand covert warfare and the idea of warfare that is done by fringe groups on behalf of foreign governments, then you begin to see what exactly it is that we're looking at.
Right. That's how they operate now. Where back in the day, it was.
You knew who you were fighting.
Right.
It was armies, generals, countries. Yeah. Now it's all fringe groups, terrorist organizations.
Right. Instead of having like a hitman, right? They do it through groups for the plausible deniability, like MS-13 and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. Or the cartels.
All that
the Gladio over in Europe that helped to form NATO. Basically, the people, the underground groups that the Nazis left behind. Al Qaeda, ISIS. All of these are covert trained groups by either the United States or other countries.
It's crazy.
Yep. And then that justifies spending public money with private contracting companies, NGOs and stuff like that, to go and take care of this problem. And then the rules of engagement ensure that the problem lasts for 2 decades, so they can just keep on raking in the dough.
Danny, that's Jake that's speaking.
Hey, Benjamin.
Hey, how's it going?
Hillary says hi. It's your cue.
Hi, Hillary. What's up, dude? I remember you. How you doing? Good to see you.
Exactly. Jake knows what he's
I'm not good with names. I'm really good with faces.
Jake knows what he's talking about. What do you think about those Canadian fires that turned New York City yellow?
Well, I thought it was more of an orange.
Orange. Oh, now we're going on color commentary.
But you know, there. I saw something on a map where they were identifying like the hot spots for the fires, and there was one area that was just like a perfect circle, and it was super hot.
Interesting.
And when I saw somebody that did like a video on, they investigated what that area was, and it turned out it was a deep underground military base.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How about that, you guys?
And so, and then there was shortly thereafter, maybe a week or two later, I think, after that, after those fires, there was an earthquake right in that area.
Interesting. Did you guys know this?
Yeah.
A lot of my viewers are from the East Coast. Ohio. I have Ohio. The smoke reached Ohio. It went as far as Michigan. South, it went as far as Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, here's the thing.
But it only turned New York City orange. Why?
Yeah, I don't buy any official narrative anymore. I would also say that from what I understand, in Chicago, everybody was talking about there's this foul smell in the air. It doesn't smell like burning forest. It smells like plastic and chemical. There's something else going on. And from what I understand, somebody was talking about how there was a massive break in a chemical pipeline that erupted and was just pouring this stuff into the air. And they were trying to blame it on, the wildfires. But it was not a wildfire. It was actually like a massive.
My friend in Ohio just said she smelled the plastic.
Yeah.
Vinici, how is the air in Philadelphia? See, yeah, all my viewers are East Coast.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm originally from New York, but I'm here now.
Yeah, it's rough on the East Coast, man. It's largely blue. But you know what's interesting is that if you look at voters by county, then what you're gonna find is that most of the country is actually red, but the main big cities are where it's blue.
Yep.
And that just to me speaks more and more to this idea of election corruption. You know what I mean?
Philadelphia's bad, still funky smelling.
Now, what's interesting though is commenting on all this pollution that we were talking about earlier, and the possible diseases that could come from, all this pollution.
I currently have a friend who is helping East Palestine, but she didn't even go into Ohio. She was in Pennsylvania. She is currently undergoing cancer treatment.
Wow. Well, you see, Tesla Tower technology and Dr. Rife in his technology, which Dr. Rife was working with Tesla, both of these things can be used to clean the ecosystems of all these chemicals. Air, water, soil. Like that. Okay? And they could also be used to cleanse the body of all the diseases. Like that. No need for pharmaceutical drugs, nothing. So the solutions are there. We just have to start talking about it and demanding it. So are you guys ready?
Are we ready, you guys?
Is he gonna sit one out?
So just do for us. Okay. No, he's good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna put these signs over here.
Bring your hair.
I took the hair tie off of the thing.
You didn't bring your drum today?
Dude, I was in such a rush, I forgot.
That's all right.
If he could stand maybe opposite of me,
Just
because
do it. You know how you film?
I'll stand next to Jake and have the camera on him.
Yeah.
We used to go hiking in this.
I thought it would be hotter.
Oh, it will be hotter. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I was thinking down here I was gonna add 10
You
degrees.
A lot of interesting stuff that Jake just spilled. Like food for thought, you guys. So think about it. Again, let's show Jake's message here. Tesla Tower Tech. Look up Rife Technologies. Love and unity, and peace and freedom.
Do your purse. So
Oh!
It's not over there. I'm gonna put it over here for you.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, I suggest you guys look into that Rife Technology. From what I've learned, it's the son who's reinventing the Rife machines.
The son, he's a
Well, he's redoing it.
He's a grandnephew.
Oh, grandnephew. Okay. But this technology, Rife, those machines have been around, you said,
yeah,
for
since
years.
The 30s.
There you go. And it helps with, just look into it, Rife Technologies, you guys. I've already looked into it.
I haven't read it either, but my book for today. Okay, you coming?
He's gonna, I guess he's gonna wait it out.
Okay. No, it's better that way.
Be true.
I'm gonna stand here. As
Thank you,
usual.
Carol.
Should we get? I mean, if we're gonna, we gotta get tighter for.
Yeah, well,
Hold on.
that's yeah, exactly. So,
Wow, listen to that.
yeah, the harmonics. All right. Thank you, divine, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent Creator God, for hearing our prayers, and thank you for the ability to make them. Thank you, divine, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent Creator God, for opening each and every one of our hearts and our minds and our spirits to your divine omnipresence, so that we may better serve you, so that we may better serve each other and the seventh generation. Thank you, divine, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent Creator God, for expanding the consciousness of humanity and us as individuals. Thank you for helping and allowing the collective consciousness of humanity and the earth as a whole to rise and ascend in the highest possible levels, realms, and dimensions of light and love, of peace, of harmony, of healing, of symbiosis, of love and bliss, truth and unity. Thank you, divine, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent Creator God, for allowing the truth to get out about Tesla Tower technology and about Dr. Rife and his machine and the ability to cure disease with frequencies. Thank you for showing us articles and showing us clips on TV where people are discussing these things, so that we know that these things are real, so that we know that the word is getting out, so that other people know that they are real, and so that they begin to converse about it on a daily basis and realize the beautiful world that we could all live in if we would just work together, if we would just work toward this common goal of infinite free, clean, wireless electricity and a cure for diseases. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for your constant guidance and blessings. Thank you, divine, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent Creator God, for showing us the truth and the way. Thank you for showing us the life and the light. Thank you for giving us the honor and the courage and the commitment and the strength and the fortitude that it takes to walk that path, to live that life, and to be that light. All right. So, as per usual, take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. want you to imagine that there's roots coming from the base of your feet and the base of your spine down into the earth and connecting with the core of the planet and charging those roots in your feet and your spine with positive white light of love and protection and peace and harmony. Imagine that energy is being transferred into the hands of the person standing next to you as you hold them. Imagine this white light is growing and growing and growing, emanating from the center of our hearts and connecting in the center of this circle, and emanating as a large dome of white light, love and protection and peace and harmony. With each breath, see it growing larger and more intense. See it surrounding this whole capital and filling the ley lines with positive energy, with peace and harmony, with love and bliss, truth and unity. I want you to imagine more and more people showing up to their capitals. I want you to imagine more and more people showing up and doing a guided meditation and a prayer, holding signs that talk about Dr. Rife and his cures for disease, Tesla Tower technology, and how infinite free, clean, wireless energy could be ours with ease. I want you to imagine Republican and Democrat voters gathering together at these locations, hugging each other, smiling and shaking hands, becoming friends when they once thought that they were enemies. I want you to envision large pulsations of positive energy going into the ley lines in the grid system of North America and cascading over the entirety of the planet, moving through the electromagnetic field that surrounds our world, and then into the grid system of all the planets in the sun and our solar system. Take a deep breath and let's put some positive energy into the grid. Now I want you to use your imagination and see Tesla Tower tech being installed all over the country. See these Tesla towers being erected very quickly, and see them linking up with each other. And as they get turned on, I want you to envision that these ecosystems that have been devastated by chemicals and pollution, like East Palestine, Ohio, or the Ohio River, or what just happened in Louisiana, or the derailment in Montana, the explosion in Louisiana, that all of these chemicals on a molecular level are being neutralized and made to be inert by these towers being turned on and frequencies being emitted from them. Watch the ecosystems come back to life. See the microbiological life in the soil begin to thrive. Watch the plants begin to grow from seedling to bushes and trees to crawling vines, and doing so with ease. Watch as the birds come and make nests in the trees and in the bushes. Watch as they feed their young and the bees pollinate the flowers. See the animals working their way into the ecosystem. abundance of food, there's an abundance of clean water. See the Ohio River and the lakes, Montana, Louisiana, that they're cleansed and the fish are reproducing, and microbiological life in the water and soil that's multiplying. Now, take that vision that you have of peace and harmony and symbiosis and stable ecosystems, and let's plug it into the ley lines, let's plug it into the grid. See that vision plugging into the electromagnetic ley lines of the planet and echoing throughout the entire world, surrounding the entire planet in the electromagnetic field that surrounds the planet. See the radiation in Fukushima being neutralized, and the whole ocean being cleansed, the whole Pacific Ocean being cleansed. Now I want you to envision triangular-shaped TR-3B vehicles, and watch them as they circumnavigate the globe through the ley lines and the Tesla towers, and establish new cities that are ecologically stable, ecologically friendly, based on infinite free, clean, wireless electricity. There's no pollution, there is no war, there is no chaos, there is no famine, there is only abundance, there is only peace, there is only harmony and tranquility. Imagine those TR-3Bs going down to the bottom of the ocean and then up to man-made islands where we have an ecologically stable and eco-friendly civilization out in the middle of our oceans, where we're working with the sea life and helping to clean up the messes that we've made. See these TR-3Bs docking and people smiling and laughing and helping the sea life. See these same people that are helping the sea life and laughing and enjoying each other, eating an abundance of food that's available on these man-made islands, these technological wonders out in the middle of the ocean. People are getting in their TR-3Bs and they're going out into outer space. They're taking a tour of the moon and of Mars. Mars is being terraformed and turned into a beautiful green, lush garden. You hang out on Mars for a nice tour. People are having fun, they're laughing, they're shaking hands, they're hugging. And Mars is getting greener and greener and greener, bluer and bluer and bluer with water. Then these people get back in their TR-3B and they come back to Earth in time for dinner. They sit down with their families, their children. There's plenty of food, there's plenty of clean water. The ecosystem is stable, the animals are thriving, humanity is thriving. The earth is growing greener and bluer by the day. Now take that vision and let's plug it into the ley lines. See it go into our feet, from the base of our spine into the earth, along this electromagnetic ley line here at the Capitol in Arizona, and shooting up into the upper atmosphere, into the electromagnetic field that surrounds the planet, and cascading, sending a massive ripple effect all over the planet and transforming the consciousness of every man, woman, and child. It feels good. It's cool to see. Feels good, and it's pleasant to be here in this moment, knowing that you just consciously created the reality that you know is already there. You're thankful for it. You know it's already there. You're just happy that you get to go through the steps of making it so. Now we'll close out with an Our Father. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, now and forever. Amen. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the boots did not help
Yeah,
the heat.
Me neither.
Oh, the heels were the best.
Oh, yeah?
You got that spice.
Okay, so apparently next time I need to show up in stilettos, you guys. All right.
Yeah, oh, I know.
I don't know, it might mess it up.
But I don't know if it like.
If the wind blows, it'll take it with it.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I like
A little
don't
breeze
ever
thing.
sweat.
Now you're sweating?
It's good.
It's getting rid of toxins is how I see it.
No,
Yep.
it's
I
very
like
good.
All right, if anybody needs water, I brought water. You guys need water?
Did you guys realize? Did you guys pick up when the first time when you're like plugged into the grid, all the bugs started buzzing? The
No, I didn't.
exact moment.
I heard.
The
I heard
exact moment.
something.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch. I didn't catch that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that?
I heard a
Oh, yeah,
lot
it's
of
the same-
Like
birds.
as soon as you're like, all right, you know, that first time when we all, you know, when you said, all right, plug it in,
Yeah.
then we took out breath and all
the bugs
all
started.
the bugs. Yeah, you realized.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's what it's about being in sync.
And then the second time, you heard some birds.
Yeah,
Like
I heard the
recent-
birds.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is this type of stuff that shamans have noticed, like when they go to these sacred sites, they go to the medicine wheels and they do these rituals or these ceremonies, is they notice that nature gets in sync with them in their prayers.
Yeah, but it's facing this way.
Like, yeah,
He's
that
fine.
buzzing, that was
It's facing this way.
I wonder if the video picked that up.
The sounds?
Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, you're gonna post it online, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, yeah, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I was
I will tweet it and tag you, and it'll be on my YouTube as well.
Sounds great.
So,
All right, well, let's get the hell out of here. It's hot.
yeah.
What's
All
your
right,
YouTube
guys.
again?
Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I will see my freedom family later. Thank you. Peace, love, freedom, everyone.
See you, man.
all right. See you.
Good seeing you.
Thank you for